Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be. I'm Peter Drury, and seated in the experts' hot seat is our man Jim Beglin.
Hi everyone, and thanks Peter, it's great to be on board.
Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up, and we'll be getting underway very soon. We stand for the national anthem of France. Well, there are plenty looking forward to seeing this, a capacity crowd here.
Well, on the face of it, Peter, we would appear to have a high-caliber meeting with very little at stake. But then you consider a chance for one or two of the fringe players to get a look in, and this becomes a big incentive. It changes the dynamic. So there's plenty at stake for them, which will do no harm to the energy levels and the overall conviction, and hopefully the style of contest.
The action has already started.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
And here's Mbappe. Dembele. Vinicius Junior. Who do you, Jim, see making the difference here?
I think it's hard to ignore this guy, Mike Maignan, Peter. You don't normally pick a goalkeeper as a potential match winner, but I think his consistency has to allow him an exception, because I think he's just very solid in all aspects of his game, and he has a great relationship with this defence.
Yeah, I'd have picked him too. No doubt the fans feel much the same way. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Oh, that's clever. Rafinha was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. And it's Doué. Marquinhos gets over and intercepts. Can he get it through? Oh, easy pickings there. And they can counter here.
You have to expect that from everyone now.
Oh, it's Dembele. Doué is onto this. And a chance! Goal! France! And France are in front. Swift, incisive, deadly, all done in a matter of seconds.
Yeah, well, the opposition had plenty of warning here, Peter. Look at how quick they were going the other way. Exactly what you need when you're playing on the counter-attack.
France have penetrated for the first time.
Well, that gives them the privilege to control the tempo of the game. It's up to them to manage it from here now.
Joelinton. Good ball, good take. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Now it's João Pedro. Oh, it's played into the area.
That's good defensive concentration. Brazil really can't go chasing this game too soon. Any rash decisions now could see them lose it.
He won't be happy with that one. Rafinha. And it's Alexandro. Oh, that's a key interception. Now, what about a counter-attack? Searching pass he's played there. 15 minutes till half-time. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. Rafinha. And he's well positioned here. And the pass is intercepted. Rabiot. João Pedro.
Brazil truly have no need to panic. They can reassess at half-time.
Oh, this looks sharp. Thuc. Pass somewhat off target. Bout of passing here, really easy on the eye. Chouameni. And it's Dembele. Well seen, saw that coming. Dembele, who's set up one goal so far. And it's Thuc.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Tries to pass it through. He's in a great position here. This looks promising. Rafinha. Alexandro. And there is the half-time whistle. A very combative, competitive half with just the one decisive moment. It's been compelling stuff.
Yeah, you don't get any points for stating the obvious, Peter, but thankfully this is still very savable. Keep things simple, keep the intensity high, and hope for an early goal. If that happens, it's a game changer.
And if you're just back from your break, you've missed very little of the resumption of the second half.
Brazil can really do with some bigger names standing up here. At times they didn't even look as if they knew what they were doing.
João Pedro. Oh, super ball! And here's Vinicius Junior. Now he's got space here. Oh, delightful ball. Alisson clears it away. Koundé. Saliba. Joelinton. And it's Alexandro. Tries to play it through. Mignon claims it, and the danger passes. Marquinhos calmly anticipates. Dembele. Down by a goal, needing to go up a gear. That's how it looks here. Now that's well seen too. But they've got it again. We've reached the hour mark. He really is being given no time to think on the ball now.
Yeah, better communication and lots of contact seems to be the route to quietening him down now. They want to be quick here, it's breakaway time.
Joelinton, a searching ball out wide. Oh, played through for the wide man. Koundé spots it and intercepts.
That's exactly what they need to keep doing. Carry on plugging away and eventually you might just get that little break.
They're coming again and again.
You know, the interest value in this game might just take off from here.
And it's made its way to him. Vinicius Junior! Goal! Brazil are back in business. A horrible blip, a situation utterly avoidable that has resulted in considerable embarrassment.
Yeah, they've only got themselves to blame. Mistakes in those areas are very punishable.
Substituição no time do Brasil.
We have got changes here from both sides, in fact.
Camisa 25.
That has certainly made things interesting.
This is exactly the kind of contest you'd expect when you have so much class from both sides. The next goal is going to be so significant.
Camisa 10. Neymar.
Now it's Thuram. Threads one in, Played out towards the right wing.
Camisa 16.
Allison with the clearance.
Substituição em andamento.
Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. And that is as far as they're going to go. That is good alertness. Knocks it into space. Fofana. Oh, important interception. And he's there to get it away. Now it's Joe Linton. That's an imaginative pass.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive? Well, there's no doubt that they want to win this, Peter. They'll have to maintain the energy and dynamism until the very end, though.
Olise. Oh, we expected better, and so did he. Neymar.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
And it's Neymar. And Vanderson. No, that's been intercepted. This is intriguing. Next goal critical.
It's a very open game and an exciting watch. There are no signs...
Can he finish? He slid in, and that has raised the temperature on the touchline. Vinicius Junior given the lift of his goal. He's a sharp little ball here.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is...
Vinicius Junior! Now it's Vinicius Junior. He can get that clear. Oh, he's done very well to take that back. Zaire Emery. Oh, that looks a cracking ball. Oh, nice one too, very nice.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
Teremos minuto de acréscimo.
Olise. Can he spark a counter here? Olise. And that will be it. So it is something for both, but ideal for neither. Both parties having to settle for what they get and hope for better. Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. I'm Peter Drury and this is Jim Beglin. A delight to have him on board.
Hi, Peter. It's great to be here.
Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. It is a monster matchup, Jim Beglin.
Well, with nothing resting on this, Peter, I'm hoping that there'll be more impetus for the players to just enjoy the game with the pressure off, try out a few different things, and we get something open and free-flowing.
The action has already started. Koundé makes the interception. Rabiot. Jim, who do you pick out as the telling individual today?
Yeah, Marquinhos. He's one of the toughest and most competitive centre-backs in the business. He's the kind of player you can rely on to always be just where you need him, making a vital interception or just making life difficult for the opposition to get through. And that's a very valuable...
That could spell trouble. Ended up in no man's land. Oh, it's Dembele. Chouameni passes short and sharp. Good ball. Big chance! Has another go! Now it's fallen kindly here. And that is doing no harm at all.
Doué really reacted very quickly there, but couldn't quite find the finish he needed.
Brazil still without a single shot on target. Camavinga. France couldn't do a whole lot with it there. They could do with more sharpness in their passing. Now it's Vinicius Junior. Now it's João Pedro. Aimed beyond the defence. And he's managed to get rid. And he's surging through. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Not the most accurate pass. Alexandro. Brazil disappointing in the end there. They lack urgency.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
That's been slipped through. Whistle's gone, and the referee has given a penalty. And that really is the last thing they wanted to do. So the would-be breakthrough moment. And he's buried it! 1-0. Not a twitch, not a blink.
I just think the keeper committed himself too early.
France have taken the lead.
Well, that gives them the privilege to control the tempo of the game. It's up to them to manage it from here now.
Koundé.
Brazil really can't go chasing this game too soon. Any rash decisions now could see them lose it.
Mignon sends that a long way. Passing is crisp and sharp. Now it's João Pedro. Good ball over the top. Joelinton. Well, that looks a decent ball. And the whistle's gone, presumably for offside. And it's Joelinton. Now it's João Pedro. Rabiot. Now Saliba. Upamecano.
OK, being behind at the break isn't ideal, but there's plenty of time to reply.
Mbappe. And Doué. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. Vinicius Junior. Now it's João Pedro. Brazil have reclaimed it. That's Gerson. Alexandro. And here's Joelinton. Rafinha. Vinicius Junior. Oh, the ball's run loose here. Little pass back.
Modern football for you and all that pressing.
And the counter is on. João Pedro. Oh, it's come loose. Threads one in. And that's another good win of the ball. Upamecano. Koundé. Now it's João Pedro. And he's had a hit. And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
And this could be the final action of the first half. Now there's the clearance. And there is the half-time whistle. Well, there were plenty of talking points in that first half, but just the one goal. It's still anybody's game here.
Senhoras e senhores, é hora do nosso sorteio especial. Por favor, peguem os bilhetes que vocês receberam na entrada.
action is back on the way.
Well, I think in these circumstances, it's all about how to adjust the balance of your team. I mean, you want to get back in it as soon as possible, but without leaving yourself too open.
And here's Dembele. Now, this could be a chance. Gerson. Joao Pedro. Over to the left. Gerson. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
And this is Dembele. Great defending, strong and determined. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
That's simply brilliant defending. They were outnumbered, but he still came out on top.
Looking for the run. He's in a great position here. There's the shot!
That's just playing it safe and simple.
No way through there. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Brazil still trailing by one and looking here to take it up a notch after the break. Oh, really cute. What a lovely series of passes. And the shot! Well, the finish certainly didn't match the build-up.
He did well there, held his run enough to ensure he didn't stray offside.
And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Can he get it through? And there's green grass ahead of him. Nice interception, well timed. Linton. And here's Dembele.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
Now it's Joao Pedro. France appear to be happy to let their front players stay up front all the time.
Well, it's signalling to the opposition that they're setting themselves up for the counter-attack. It's plain and simple.
So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, the time has arrived to start taking risks. They may well be happy just to level this.
Vinicius Junior being hunted in packs.
Yeah, better communication and lots of contact seems to be the route to quietening him down now.
Dembele tries to play it through. Oh, well measured. Deftly away. And he's only too happy to take that back. And Konate. Oh, easy pickings there. Gerson. Rafinha. Now it's Joao Pedro. Looking here to chip it through.
Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
They're coming again and again.
You know, the interest value in this game might just take off from here.
That's a sharp pass. Marquinhos kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Doué. Played out wide. Little doubt, that is a foul. It's a straight red. He has been given his marching orders. Well, there may be some scope for debate over the seriousness of the offence, but none over its repercussions. They'll have to see out the rest of the game with 10 men.
Substituição no time do Brasil.
So, time for changes on both sides, actually.
Camisa 25. Camisa 18.
And it's
Camisa
Neymar.
8.
Oh, that's a clever-looking ball.
Deixando o campo para a
Fofana
entrada de
clears.
Camisa 10. Neymar. Camisa 21.
Keep calm
Camisa
and carry
5.
on. That's the job in a
Camisa
nutshell now.
17. Substituição.
The final moments of a game that has been pretty compelling overall.
Look, their path is set. They have to take risks in every situation now.
Good running, strong and purposeful. Shifted it to the flank. Fofana spots it and intercepts. And here's Neymar. Oh, that's nice. Neymar's cross. And they've caught rid. Danilo. Oh, what has happened here? Defending of the desperate variety.
Teremos minuto de acréscimo.
1 minute to add, according to the board. And it's Danilo. Now, can they get him away? Oh, that's fabulous. And we're done. Well, that was tense. The two parties separated by the game's only really meaningful moment. Intriguing for the neutrals, unbearable, sometimes Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be.
I'm Peter Drury, and it's a pleasure to be alongside Jim Beglin.
Cheers, Peter. It's a privilege to be here. It really is.
Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. It is a true heavyweight clash.
Well, on the face of it, Peter, we would appear to have a high-caliber meeting with very little at stake. But then you consider a chance for one or two of the fringe players to get a look in, and this becomes a big incentive. It changes the dynamic. So there's plenty at stake for them, which will do no harm to the energy levels and the overall conviction, and hopefully the style of contest.
If you're just joining us, we are already underway.
He's got plenty of space out wide here. Bellingham.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
Good ball, good take. And that's been intercepted.
So, Jim, who would you identify as the key man in this fixture?
If you're looking for options, Peter, then you're looking at Darwin Núñez, because he offers loads. A real physical...
And the shot! Goal!
A momentary lapse, mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
Well, a little more decisiveness on the ball, and that probably wouldn't have happened, but still, it was very well played. Great pressure to force the error.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. Frimpong. Frimpong hurtling down that right flank. Ekitike. Now it's Darwin. He's on it. Can he get away? Gravenberg has it in a wide position. Caught offside that time. Howson.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
Howson. Here's Chouameni. Gravenberg did well to step in there. That was more than necessary. And it's made its way to him. Now it's Wirtz. Ekitike. And he shoots!
No mistake! A game of thrills, all square in the blinking of an eye!
Yeah, they say that fortune favours the brave, and we've just seen an example. This team has real personality and character.
They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
Welcome to the reality of modern football, Peter. You get press from the front and you have no time on the ball whatsoever. You can't afford to switch off for a moment.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Such a big goal, Peter. Just when the opposition thought they could turn the screw, they're back to square one again. The manager will be absolutely delighted with such a response.
Approaching the half-hour mark. Camavinga, done delicately. That is a brilliant interception. Chouameni spots it and intercepts. Well, that pass surprised everyone, and not in a good way.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
And no, that is pretty much the end of that. And it's Valverde. Out towards the flank. It's a goal kick. McAllister. Frimpong. Wirtz, who does have an assist to his name. Robertson. And it's Gomez. That's a good intervention. That was what he had to make in the face of danger that was growing. Gomez. And Robertson. It's a searching pass. Can he get onto this? Now it's Wirtz. Played in deep. Climbs up big! Oh, not this time, but a lot of applause for the thought.
Yeah, it's very well timed. A delivery like that with the right amount of pace and whip can be a nightmare to defend against.
Well, we expected better, and so did he. Not the most accurate pass. Hoisted upfield by the keeper. McAllister. Robertson. Now it's Darwin. Oh, he's defended very well against those tricky feet. Vinicius Junior. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. And there's the end of the first half. So it's all squared. Neither side has been able to make a telling difference, but it hasn't been for the lack of trying.
Welcome our players.
So your views on the first half?
Well, both sides would have expected a closely fought match, and that's pretty much what we've got so far. The early exchanges, I think, in this second half will be worth keeping an eye on to see if any adjustments have been made to...
Can he finish? And he's done it!
Well, it's hardly a great surprise to see him doing something thrilling, and it should send a strength and courage through every one of his teammates from here.
Oh, beautifully dispatched. There was no reaching that.
That's expertly finished, and he's done that so often.
Madrid take the lead.
Well, look, they know they've got a height advantage, and it's time for them to use it.
And the keeper beats it away. Thuong concedes a free kick for that. Gravenberg. In the end, they found themselves penned in, nowhere to go. Great vision. Now it's Vinicius Junior. He's through and all alone! He's been taken down and the referee has pointed at the spot. And that really is the last thing they wanted to do. To further improve their position of comfort. It's bounced back off the post. Gravenberg. Now he's got space here. Ekitike clipped into space. Too much on it, and that is an easy claim for the keeper. Alexander-Arnold. So can they find a way to turn around this deficit? And it's Valverde. Now Howson. And it's Valverde. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
So Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here, and he wants them to press as high as they can and get in the right position to do that.
Mbappe! Oh, surely that deserved better.
Mbappe deserves a lot of credit for his willingness to make those runs. The passers will always have an option with him.
And now the breakaway. Looking for options for movement.
Just needs a little bit of fine-tuning.
It's good pressure, good intensity.
Well, they seem intent on marking him out of the game. They're certainly trying to wind him up in the process, Peter.
Valverde. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Ekitike.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
Short changes him with that pass. Vinicius Junior. No way through. Challenge just a bit on the firm side. And that's very disappointing, it has to be said. Now it's Valverde. Can he spark a counter here? Whistle's gone, that's foul.
Substitution on the field. Number 7.
We have got changes here from both sides, in fact.
Number 10, McAllister. Number 38, Kravenbach. Number 26, Robertson.
He's just misjudged that one.
I think the message here is quite clear, Peter. They want another one and will seemingly keep going until they get it.
Number 18, Gakpo. Number 17, Jones.
And no surprise, that's a booking.
Mohamed Salah. Number 14, Chiesa. Substitution in progress.
It's just beyond his reach. Alexander-Arnold. Now Howson. Eder Militao. That's a lovely, neat pass. This looks promising. And it's Diaz. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. And for a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. Chiesa! So close to drawing level.
That was extremely good focus from the keeper, and it could turn out to be quite a significant moment.
Corner number 2 then. Ceballos can get it clear. And that's gone loose.
There's a real tenacity about their defensive play, and it's up.
He's got full. Danger averted for now.
I thought it was going to happen then. How many more chances can they realistically expect now?
And they've got rid. And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. Mbappe! Good strike, quite an alarm. Tchouaméni kept his eye on it, and he's there.
There will be 3 minutes added time.
A long ball by the goalkeeper. Oh, that is asking for trouble. Now then, the ball's come loose. Can he get it through? Oh, lovely feed, he is such a good mover. And it's Arda Güler. Jones does well to stand firm. And that is as far as it goes. Liverpool perhaps feeling a little aggrieved with this final score. They clearly feel that their efforts warranted something more. Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be. I'm Peter Drury, and seated in the experts' hot seat is our man Jim Beglin.
Thanks, Peter. It's a pleasure and a privilege for me to be here.
Big chance! Can he finish? He's done very well to get to that.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Madrid with the corner, they're first. Brazil have the chance to go the other way. Mbappe. Vinicius Junior. Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. Jim, who do you reckon is pivotal?
I don't think we've seen a dribbler as good as this guy, Vinicius Junior, in some time. His favourite move is to receive the ball in a wide position, attract defenders his way, where he can turn them and just leave them behind.
Chance for a shot!
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Eder Militao, and it's Camavinga. Oh, well played, well played. Anything noteworthy in the early part of the match, Jim?
Well, neither side has really grabbed the initiative, I would say. Both must have come in with a view of not making any early mistakes. So we're seeing some conservatism here. Well, he was given the time and room initially to hold on to the ball, but eventually he was squeezed that bit harder and the task became too much. I think he's got to be a little quicker in his distribution then and get others into the match.
Alexandro. Joelinton. Brazil yet to have an attempt on goal. For Joelinton. Bellingham. Great defending, strong and determined. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Gabriel. And it's Danilo. And Marquinhos. Mbappe. Camavinga. He's through here. Marquinhos cuts it out. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Vinicius Junior. That's Gerson. That's a little off target. Mbappe. Now, can they get him away? Valverde. He could be in here. Can he finish? That's going to go a long way. Good defending, albeit from an unexpected source.
Well, it's not a surprise to see that these days, all part of a forward's duties.
But it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. Camavinga with the challenge, and he has given away a free kick. Well, the referee has made it pretty clear now that this is his last chance.
He just needs to find the control button on his aggression before the ref does it for him, Peter.
Rafinha. Alexandro has it out wide and in space. Great ball, and he's in here. And he's taking no chances there. And now a sudden chance to counter. Now it's Mbappe. He's gone forward. It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
Howson. Vinicius Junior. Gabriel. And it's Marquinhos. Vinicius Junior.
That's a modern defender's instinct from a modern coach's mindset.
Minuto de acréscimo.
And here's the chance to counter. Gerson. Oh, there's a probing ball. Looking for options for movement.
Real chance! And he's done it!
Well, that's very much changed the complexion. It's
Referee's had a look, and he's blown his whistle for half-time. A very combative, competitive half with just the one decisive moment. It's been compelling stuff.
Yeah, on the face of it, it looks a fair reflection of what we've all seen, Peter. Some incisive play one side, battling qualities on the other. I think this game is there to be won, and a minor tweak may be all it needs to change it.
Brazil are in a pretty decent position after 45 minutes. 1-0 to the good. Hostilities have resumed at the start of the second.
Shot a goal!
And it's come back out to him.
Mbappe!
And again! And it's Chouameni. Rudiger. Looking for the run. Tries to cut back. Valverde! And the keeper couldn't hold it.
And it's in! They have hauled themselves right back into it.
And that comes as a very welcome relief. Now let's see who's got what it takes to seize the initiative from here.
And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Well, listen, last line of defence and you don't get it right, then you're paying a visit to your net.
That has certainly made things interesting.
This is exactly the kind of contest you'd expect when you have so much class from both sides. The next goal is going to be so significant.
Linton and Gabriel. Marquinhos. And it's played forward. That'll be a throw-in.
Substituição no time do Brasil. Camisa 25.
Alexander-Arnold.
Camisa 11. Camisa 8. Camisa 18.
And it's Rudiger.
Brazil really just need to be careful for the next 10 minutes or so, deal with the pressure and come again. Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
Chouameni. And Alexander-Arnold. Eder Militao. And it's Camavinga. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Vinicius Junior. Alexandro. Vinicius Junior looking to shake off some unwanted attention.
Yeah, and what they've got to realise, Peter, is that they won't get away with excessive force for long, so they're running a fine line now.
It's a threatening ball. Brazil do have options available on the bench if they want to go that way. Mbappe. Well, that looks a decent ball. Marquinhos calmly anticipates. Alexandro, who's set up one goal so far. Valverde. Mbappe.
Can he finish? They've done it! They've done it! It was coming! They have their reward!
They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
Well, look at the manager here, he's absolutely fuming and he has every right to be. You can't win football matches if you give the ball away like that.
Madrid go into the lead.
Yeah, I always felt this was coming. There was a clear increase in both intensity and tempo. Now all they need is to try and maintain it.
Almost 75 minutes on the clock now. Played back.
That's good pressure. It gave him no other choice.
Can he get it through? Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it.
Brazil really might just end up kicking themselves after that. That could well have been it.
And he was quick to react. Vinicius Junior, Danilo. Vinicius Junior.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
Knocks it into space. Always onto this. Oh, he's seen that early. Used a certain sixth sense. Howson. Nicely weighted ball. Can he get on the end of this? It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job. Oh, what has happened here? No, the ball's gone astray. Brahim Diaz. And here's Rodrigo.
Brazil really don't have a choice now. They just have to throw everything forward and give themselves a chance to draw level.
And it's Diaz. Oh, well measured. Mbappe. It's decent chance! And that should do it! Within sight of the finish line. And he stuck it away as if laser-guided.
That's just a fabulous, fabulous finish. Anything that close to the frame of the goal, 99 times out of 100, the keeper's not getting there.
And there was his third, and boy, he looks the business, doesn't he just?
This is such a dominant performance. The defence are sick of the sight of him, but he doesn't...
And that is it, the referee has seen enough. Brazil can look back at this result with regret. A front foot start, but they were ultimately made to pay for their inability to kill it off. How would you summarise what we've seen today then, Jim?
Well, there was a distinct lack of clarity or commitment in everything the players were trying to do. Looking pretty lethargic, and they were ruthlessly exploited, and deserved to be.
And all that remains for me is to thank Jim Beglin. That's it from us tonight. A very good evening to one and all. Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be.
I'm Peter Drury, and seated in the experts' hot seat is our man Jim Beglin.
Thanks for that, Peter. Hi, everyone. The excitement has really picked up now, and I'm eager for the action to start.
There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. It is a true heavyweight clash.
Well, under normal circumstances, this is a massive matchup, and I'm not totally in agreement with the view that friendlies tend to take the edge away. In my experience, if the opposition go at it full tilt, then you have to reciprocate. We'd like to see excitement and be entertained, but if it does go down the serious route, there'll still be lots to enjoy.
We have already started here. Now it's Kane. Saka.
He looked rushed. He should have waited for some movement.
And here's Foden. Reinders. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. Bellingham. Bowen. Bellingham plays it in. It's a goal kick. Jim, who do you reckon is pivotal?
Well, this guy, Rodri, is a player I like a lot, and he's someone who quietly gets on with his job by doing a lot of the simple things exactly right. His game's all about playing short balls, forming triangles, and the speed of thought is actually quite impressive, and it often keeps him away from trouble.
He would be the obvious choice, wouldn't he? He certainly has all the right qualities.
Foden. Stones. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing.
Well, it seems as if the message has been issued by both managers: don't concede the opener.
He's picked his way through. Now it's Foden. Good and the shot! It's anyone's ball now. Foden. Bellingham. Now it's Kane. Looking for the run. Well, he's seen that early. Used a certain sixth sense. It's a pretty loose pass. Bellingham does really well to win the ball there. Stones. And Akanji. Foden. Picked out brilliantly. That's a fabulous ball. Haaland receives it in a good position here. Foden. Now it's Saka. And he's had it nicked away. Can he get it through? Well, that's beautifully weighted. It's a promising position.
Oh, now this is interesting, and the referee has pointed to the spot.
England really could have done without this.
To open the scoring. Not a twitch, not a blink.
Well, I'm not sure what body language the keeper was trying to read, but it didn't work.
A 1-0 lead established.
Well, I think the next 5 to 10 minutes will call for real focus as the opposition will inevitably react.
Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. Challenge just a bit on the firm side. Bowen. That's a corner kick. England with the corner, they're first.
Gallagher!
Went with his head, but couldn't steer it in. Rodri. Passing is crisp and sharp. Now it's Haaland. Just eases him off the ball. Haaland was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Ruben Dias cuts out the pass. Gundogan. Rice. Foden is offering some sort of an apology there.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
Foden. Bellingham.
There will be 1 minute at a
Stood up
time.
well to him there. Kane. Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. And that'll be the last act of the first half. Well, it's certainly simmered along nicely so far. Just the 1 goal in it, and it's all still very much up for grabs.
Players, everyone.
So off we go once more.
England really need to bring up their intensity and rhythm a notch or two, Peter. Just looked a step too slow on everything.
No, he's just misjudged that one. Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
Gundogan. Gallagher simply refused to be outdone there. Lewis. Played for Stones. And it's Reinders. Passes coming off in quick succession here. Now it's Foden. Gallagher. Chips it through. And that has sent him sprawling. Foden.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
Foden. Now it's Haaland. Oh, delightful ball. It's a good foot in there. Bowen did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Thinks about the shot. Now that is a hefty challenge. Well, he's not happy with that challenge, but the referee has let it go. And he's managed to get free.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
Ederson is there to clear. He really is being given no time to think on the ball now.
Yeah, and what they've got to realise, Peter, is that they won't get away with excessive force for long, so they're running a fine line now.
Your impression so far, Jim?
England are very much in the game and matching the opposition for chances.
Lewis. Oh, and they're quick to press here, right on top of them.
Substitution for England. Number 10, Bellingham. Number 7,
Lewis.
Bukayo Saka.
Akanji.
Number 11, Phil Foden. Number 20,
Now Ruben Diaz.
Owen. Number
Lewis.
12, Stones. Coming
And
on
it's
the
Rodri.
field, number 17,
Ruben Diaz.
Eze.
Akanji.
Number 25, Rashford.
Nicely aimed pass.
Number 19, Watkins. Number 15,
Gallagher.
Grealish. Number 5, Konsa. Substitution in
That's been
progress.
intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Gallagher cuts a frustrated figure right now. He just cannot get away.
He needs a minder, and one of his teammates should be picking up on that, and quickly.
And it's Rodri.
Oh, he's defended very well against those tricky feet. Oh, he's taken out. That'll be a foul. The referee's come over. It's a red card.
So seemingly that was deemed a denial of a clear goal-scoring opportunity.
Well, I suppose the other choice, Peter, would have been to let your opponent score, so he had no other option.
Eze. Lovely ball and a real chance now.
Oh, shooting chance! He has done it! And with the match slipping away, they have hauled themselves off the canvas.
Complete awareness. He understood what was needed and he executed it smoothly.
Such a smart finish, and the setup was very good too, but defensively, they didn't cover themselves in glory here.
That has certainly made things interesting.
Well, needless to say, Peter, they're eager to get going, but you have to wonder how much these boys have left in the tank.
Intercepts the throw. That's well read. Rice. Still anyone's game, this. One moment can decide it.
Listen, the fans haven't given up on this by any means. They still believe it can be won.
Well cut out, no margin for error there at all.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
Yeah, he's fouled him there.
Yellow or red? It is red.
Well, they are now a 9-man team. Colwill. Ball played for Grealish. Gallagher.
They're avoiding the blatantly obvious by not getting the ball into the opposition box. That's where it has to be.
Rashford gets into some space.
There will be 3 minutes added time.
And it's Grealish.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
And claimed it back swiftly. Gallagher. They'll have one final crack at it. And it's Eze.
Kane. Watkins! The last act of a game which they chased to the very end. It finishes all square, but boy, they were close to snatching it.
So it's ended all square, both sides showing battling qualities and neither willing to give in. Kane voted man of the match, and deservedly so. How do you look back on the game then, Jim?
England certainly had some good moments.
Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be.
I'm Peter Drury, and this is Jim Beglin.
Hi everyone, and thanks Peter, it's great to be on board.
Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. It is a true heavyweight clash.
Well, under normal circumstances, this is a massive matchup, and I'm not totally in agreement with the view that friendlies tend to take the edge away.
Chance! They've scored!
What a super start! A total shocker for the opponents. Talk about how to wrestle control. That's how you do it.
Sharp, simple, satisfying. He just knew what was on.
Well, I admire players who do that because they just don't give up on anything.
So, a breakthrough already. Fabian Ruiz.
Well timed, excellent interception. Now it's João Pedro.
Looks a foul. Yep, referee's given it.
So, power or guile, what's it going to be?
And now as good a time as any to pull level. Decent hit from there.
And that's been intercepted.
That was what...
And he shoots! They've done it! They're level in a trice!
Yeah, and analysis of the goal should take a back seat to the importance of a committed reaction. This is wonderful to watch.
An act of charity gratefully received.
Well, you've got to give him credit for pressing so quickly there.
Tries a shot! Goal! Brazil! And the game is well and truly turned on its head.
Yeah, but how about that coolness and confidence, Peter, to see where the keeper was and then produce a beautiful response.
Brazil get themselves into the lead.
And things are much healthier in their favour. Mind you, you would have thought that when the last one went in.
Tries to dink it through. Rafinha, out to the right. Lovely pass, but can he get there?
Skims one in.
Pau Kubasi tries to clear.
And he's in on goal.
Lovely ball and a real chance now.
He's having a shot! Oh, split-second reaction.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Brazil with the corner, they're first.
Real chance! Had a swing, but it wasn't to be.
Well, that was inventive and speculative, but the thought process was a little slicker than the attempt.
Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
Oyarzabal unable to make it happen for all his good intentions.
Tries to pass it through.
Gerson.
Danilo has it out wide and in space. Pau Kubasi gets it away. Still very early doors, but it is a closely contested affair. Pedri. Spread it left. Back into the middle. Oyarzabal.
Spain are really in a position where patience and prudence will serve them best. Time's on their side.
Now it's come to nothing.
Danilo.
Gerson. Brazil do have a chance to counter here. Engages and forces him off the ball. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. He's found a way through.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
Rafinha.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
Can he get it through? He's beaten the last man. Vinicius Junior! Big relief, it just needed better contact.
Well, he looked pretty much unstoppable there. The only thing missing was the finish, of course.
Yamal. Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. Some excellent tackling here, and that one a perfect example. João Pedro. It's a searching pass. Rodri. Fabian Ruiz.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
Too much on it, and that is an easy claim for the keeper. Pedri. Nicely weighted ball. Oh, well cut out, no margin for error there at all.
Habrá 2 minutos de descuento.
And he was quick to react. Oyarzabal. Good running, strong and purposeful. Referee's had a look, and he's blown his whistle for half-time. That was a very watchable and entertaining half of football, and it's fair to say that both teams have played their part. The midway point of the game.
Well, give me a moment to get my breath back. What a super half of football. Incident-packed, goals, comebacks, and the match being turned on its head. Which way it's going to go from here, it's anyone's guess.
And hostilities have resumed at the start of the second half.
Well, I think in these
Oh, shooting chance! A real chance and a real let-off.
I can't quite believe he's missed that, Peter.
Decent progress down the left. Fabian Ruiz. And it's Morata. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
He's picked his way through. Vinicius Junior! Oh, a very decent attempt. No, that's been intercepted. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Rafinha. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. It's run loose. Vinicius Junior! Oh, denied! Brilliantly!
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Brazil have their second corner now. Yamal attempts a clearance. So, third corner of the game. And the chances keep on coming. They're awarded another corner. Corner number 4 coming up here. That's really well cleared. Out for a throw. Expertly cut out, really nicely done. Whistle's gone, that's a foul. He knew what was coming, that's a yellow card.
Well, there's lots of movement in the box for them to pick out.
That has ended up in no man's land. Great vision. Gerson. Now it's Vinicius Junior. Brazil have themselves a corner, I think. Yes, they do. They're up to 5 corners now. Not pretty, but it gets the job done. And now a sudden chance to counter. Morata under intense pressure.
Yeah, better communication and lots of contact seems to be the route to quietening him down there.
Aimed into... Oh, what a climb!
That's just playing it safe and simple.
They get a throw in.
Cambio de jugadores en España. El dorsal 11, el dorsal 8, el dorsal
Shin to
20,
shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out.
Looking for the run. Good ball, good
el
take.
dorsal 22, el
Well
dorsal
seen,
6,
saw that coming.
el dorsal
That's great
10,
positioning, so
el
good from
dorsal
him.
2. Cambio de jugadores.
Rodri running with the ball. Can he get on the end of this?
That's exactly what they need to keep doing. Carry on plugging away and eventually you might just get that little break.
This is a really front-footed approach.
Well, the question now is whether they can sustain it.
Rodri cuts a frustrated... Takes a shot! That's another chance!
And there we have it, the 2-goal cushion.
Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Well, that's not the best attempt by the keeper, and he's just paid the ultimate price, hasn't he?
Vinicius Junior!
Well, the finish certainly didn't match the build-up.
Well, that comes down as wasteful again. The pass broke the line and the finish, I think, broke a few hearts.
He gets big! Just cruising! They are cruising! And they are tearing the opposition apart here. Simply breathtaking stuff.
Well, it's taken a big deflection, but boy, he will want that one. Brazil blast themselves into a 3-goal lead.
Well, they're very much the better team at the moment, Peter, and no doubt will be looking to cause even more damage here.
And he welcomes it in. Pedro Porro gets over and intercepts. And he's hit it long. No, he wasn't going to let him past. Alexandro. Alexandro, just like so many of his contemporaries, is proving very good at driving forward. And he's managed to get free. Decent chance! Dani Olmo. Vinicius Junior. Could move up a gear here. Oh, that's fabulous. It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
Well, that tackle was immense, and so was the relief. The great escape.
Vinicius Junior! He scored! It is no contest. It is a landslide. Perfect placement. The one place the keeper couldn't reach.
That's expertly finished, and he's done that so often.
Things looking so easy, almost too easy here. Le Normand did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. In with the challenge. Now it's Vinicius Junior. Rodri cuts out the pass. And it's Marino. Can he latch on to this?
Habrá 5 minutos de descuento.
The keeper gets his hands on it. Just seeing the board now, it's going to be 5 extra minutes. A probing pass. He can run onto that.
Vinicius Junior. And the finish! And he hits the net! How many, just how many? The gulf in class is vast.
It's a mass exodus now. Certain sections of the stadium are leaving in droves, and you can't blame them.